The 2025 film Weapons tells the story of a small town where strange and terrifying things happen. One Wednesday morning, Mrs. Justine Gandy, a new kindergarten teacher, walked into her classroom for the first time. To her shock, only one student was present, a boy named Alex Lilly. Out of 18 students, he was the only one who came to school that day. Later, it was revealed that the other 17 students from the same grade 3 class had mysteriously left their homes one night at exactly 2:17 a.m. They all walked downstairs, opened their front doors, and disappeared into the darkness. None of them were ever seen again. The film uses this chilling event as the starting point to explore the mystery behind the children's disappearance and the strange, troubled characters connected to it. All the parents were heartbroken and terrified. The police immediately began a large search operation. CCTV footage showed the children calmly walking out of their homes before vanishing. Investigators questioned Alex, hoping he knew something about why his classmates left, but he said he knew nothing. They also questioned Mrs. Gandy, but she couldn't provide any answers. The school was closed for a month during the investigation. A day before reopening, a meeting was held where parents, teachers, and counselors gathered, deeply saddened by the tragedy. Principal Marcus Miller spoke to the parents about the great loss the town had suffered. It was a sad and painful time for everyone, but the parents were more interested in confronting Mrs. Justine Gandy, demanding answers from her. We are then introduced to Justine, a young teacher struggling with alcoholism and poor judgment. Because of her personal issues, people begin blaming her for the disappearance of the children. Some parents even demand that she be locked up until she confesses. The film also shows the perspective of Principal Marcus Miller, who has to deal with both the angry parents and his responsibility to protect Justine. That evening, Justine bought some alcohol and went home. After a while, someone knocked on her door, but when she opened it, no one was there. The knocking happened again, louder this time. Annoyed and frightened, she shouted, but again found no one. Then she noticed something shocking. Someone had written the word "witch" on her car in large letters. The next day, Justine met with Principal Marcus. He asked her to stay away from the school until the missing children were found, but she refused. She insisted on continuing her work, saying she had done nothing wrong. The police wrote a report about the strange incident that had happened the night before. Justine also told them about a mysterious phone call she had received, but there were still no solid clues. That night, Justine met her friend Paul, who was a police officer. She told him that everyone was calling her a witch and showed him her car as proof. "I'm not a witch," she said sadly. They spent the night together, and the next morning they talked about the case. Paul tried to stay calm, saying everything was under control. Justine grew frustrated and said, "How can you say that when 17 children have disappeared?" Paul replied, "I'm not a detective and I'm hungover. Just let the investigators handle this." But Justine wasn't satisfied. She wanted to find out the truth herself. Later, Justine secretly followed Alex to his home. She rang the doorbell, but nobody answered. Curious, she looked through a window and saw something terrifying inside. The house felt strange and unsettling. Frightened, she called Principal Marcus and told him what she had seen, but he didn't believe her. That night, she dreamed she was in her classroom again. All the students sat silently with their heads down, and Alex looked at her with fear in his eyes. She woke up trembling and then saw a dark, shadowy figure on the ceiling. The next day, Justine saw Alex again, but he ran back into his house and locked the door. She stayed in her car, feeling uneasy. That night, she was attacked by a dark figure, a ghostly woman holding scissors who cut her hair while she screamed in horror. Meanwhile, a father named Mr. Graff was desperate to find his missing child. He went to the police station to ask for updates. The officer told him, "Please trust us. My team is following every lead." But Mr. Graff was angry. "Why is Justine Gandy still free?" he demanded. "Have you checked her background?" The officer calmly replied, "We are confident she isn't involved." Mr. Graff disagreed. She knows something, he said. Those kids weren't kidnapped, they left on their own. But something made them do it. That night, Mr. Graff had a horrifying dream. He saw himself waking up at 2:17 a.m., just like the missing children. His child walked out of the house, and he followed him through the darkness to a creepy old house. Inside, he saw a clock showing the exact same time, 2:17. His son entered a room, but when Mr. Graff tried to talk to him, his child turned around with a terrifying, demonic face. When he woke up, Mr. Graff decided to conduct his own investigation. He took a map of the town and drew lines showing the directions where each missing child had run. He visited the home of Bailey, one of his son's classmates who had also disappeared. Bailey's mother refused to show him her CCTV footage, but her father finally agreed. Mr. Graff traced another line based on the footage and discovered all the paths led to one area, the same place his son had gone. On his way home, Mr. Graff ran into Justine Gandy and asked if she knew anything. She told him she didn't, but before she could say more, a horrifying figure with glowing eyes came running toward her. Terrified, she ran into a nearby store, and Mr. Graff tried to protect her. Now comes a flashback. One night, Officer Paul was on duty when he caught a thief named James sneaking around a house. Paul warned him to stay out of trouble and let him go. But James went to the same creepy house connected to the missing children. He climbed in through the roof and found strange statues inside. When he went to the basement, he saw pale, lifeless children sitting silently. Panicking, he ran away and went to a shop to sell the stolen silver forks and knives he had taken from the house. Then he saw a poster offering a $50,000 reward for information about the missing children. Hoping to get the money, he called the police and offered to tell them everything he knew. The police told James to come to the station to claim his reward. But on his way there, Paul saw him again and shouted, "Didn't I warn you to stay away?" James panicked and ran into the forest. There, he saw another terrifying creature and hid. When Paul caught up to him, James attacked him and screamed, "I know where the children are!" In another flashback, a strange woman named Gladys came to meet Principal Marcus. She said she was Alex's aunt and claimed that his parents were too sick to meet him. The next day, she visited Marcus at his home, pretending to be a weak, thirsty woman who asked for water. When Marcus gave her a bowl, she performed a strange ritual instead of drinking it. Suddenly, Marcus lost control and violently attacked a servant, killing him. Under her spell, he left his house and went after Justine Gandy. Back in the present, Marcus found Justine hiding in the store and tried to kill her. Mr. Graff arrived just in time to save her. She ran to her car, and Marcus chased her down the road. Moments later, Marcus was hit by a vehicle and died in the accident. After she recovered from the incident, Mr. Graff showed Justine his map and told her something shocking. The path his missing son had taken matched the path of another missing girl. Both paths intersected at one point. "There's something strange in that area," he said. Justine realized that the intersection was where Alex's house stood. The story flashes back again. One day, Alex's father picked him up from school and said, "Your mom's Aunt Gladys is coming to stay with us tonight." Alex asked, "Why is she coming?" His father replied, "She has nowhere else to live." That night, Aunt Gladys arrived with strange boxes and tools. The next morning, Alex's father whispered to his wife that the things her aunt brought looked unusual and scary. Later, Alex peeked into Gladys's room and saw creepy masks hanging from a metal rod, and Gladys's terrifying face staring back at him. When Alex asked his father how long Gladys would stay, he said, "Maybe a month." That afternoon, Alex's father didn't come to pick him up from school. When Alex got home, he saw his parents sitting silently at the dining table, their faces pale and lifeless. Gladys told him, "Everything is fine, don't worry." But Alex could tell something was terribly wrong. The next morning, Alex saw his parents still sitting in the same place. Gladys told him, "They're just resting." Don't worry about them. She made him promise never to tell anyone about her, saying, "If you do, your parents will hurt each other." To his horror, she performed a ritual that made his parents start stabbing their faces with forks. Crying, Alex promised never to tell anyone. Gladys then made Alex feed his parents soup every day. One night, she told him she was sick and needed help. When Alex suggested she go to the hospital, she said it wouldn't help. Instead, she asked him to bring one object belonging to each of his classmates. "I need them for my work," she said. The next day, while his classmates were playing outside, Alex sneaked into the classroom and collected their belongings. Just then, Justine entered and asked, "Why aren't you playing?" He quietly said, "I'm not interested." That night, Alex gave all the collected items to Gladys. Later, he saw her performing a dark ritual with them. At exactly 2:17 a.m., all the children woke up and began walking toward Alex's house. He watched in horror, unable to stop them. The investigators later visited Alex's home to speak to his father. But Gladys had already taken control of him. He had stabbed himself and was badly injured. Gladys told the officers that she was staying there to take care of the family. Before they arrived, she had hidden all evidence and moved the kidnapped children elsewhere. From then on, Alex's daily job was to feed the trapped children soup. One day when he returned home, he saw police vehicles outside. Gladys told him they would leave the house the next morning. That night, Justine and Mr. Graff were watching Alex's house when they saw Officer Paul arrive and go inside. They decided to follow him. Once inside, they were attacked by evil spirits. Under Gladys's spell, Paul turned violent and attacked Justine. She fought back bravely and saved Mr. Graff. He ran to the basement, searching for his son, but was soon controlled by Gladys's magic too. In the final scenes, Alex performed the same ritual Gladys had used, but this time to undo her curse. The spell reversed, and the missing children turned against Gladys. They surrounded her and tore her apart. Her dark magic ended with her death. Mr. Graff finally found a son, and Alex hugged his parents. All the missing children were reunited with their families, but the curse had lasting effects. It took them a full year before they could speak again.